Welcome back, Mark Twain 8th graders, and welcome 7th graders to another year of the Mark Twain Middle School After School program. This is Mr. Amato coming to you live with a basic introduction of what the program will be like this year. Programs and clubs will begin on October 7th. That will be next Monday. And here is the week-to-week schedule. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, we go 3 to 4:40 with late buses. And Tuesdays and Fridays, we go from 3 to 6, parent pickup only. All students will need to sign up for clubs and activities during your assigned lunch period. If you do not sign up at lunch, you will not be allowed to stay after school. I will give you guys a little bit of time to get used to the programs and the rules and regulations, what you need to do, but you have to sign up at lunch. For the rules and regulations of the after-school program, it will be just like a normal school day. There will be no phones, no hats. Whatever program you sign up for, you need to stay there. There will be no roam in the halls. And when the bell rings for the end of the day, all students will report to the cafeteria, sit down, pick up a snack, and talk quietly until you are ready to be dismissed. Alright, dismissal. When the bell rings for the end of the day, you're going to go to the cafeteria. You need to be there by 3 p.m. All students go to your locker ahead of time before you come to the cafeteria, as there will be no lockers at the end of the after-school program. When you are dismissed from your first block activity, you will go directly to your second block. There will also be no lockers then, and you will need to go directly there. Sign-up procedures. So, each day that you want to stay after, you have to sign up for a first block activity and a second block activity. If you don't want to stay, no big deal. You just don't come up to the desk that day. You don't need to do that. Stay after it all. It's completely up to you. So, when you sign up, you need to write your first and last name on the sheets. First and last name. You don't know how many Kevins there are, how many Michaels there are. I need first and last name. So, if your parents come up to school to find you one afternoon, I can be able to tell them right away which activity you are in. So, once again, if you do not sign up at lunch, you will not be allowed to stay after. Parent pickup. So, if you're doing parent pickup and you go down to Kiss and Ride, just like a normal day, you can wait down there until your parents come to pick you up. If they are not there by the time the buses leave, you come back up from Kiss and Ride and you sit inside by the main office on the benches. So here's our basic schedule. Mondays we got Homework Club, Green Club, TSA, News Crew, NXT Robotics, Ultimate Sports Training, and of course Teacher Help, which we'll have every day. Second block, Sports and Rec, Game Room, Anime Club, News Crew continues, TSA and NXT Robotics also continue. Tuesdays we do not have late buses, so we just have Homework Club and Teacher Help, and then second block's Open Gym and Game Room. Wednesdays, Homework Club again, Twain Cross Country, Drama Club, Mural Club, SCA, Special Olympics, Ultimate Sports Training, Math Counts, Teacher Help, second block Sports and Rec, Game Room, Drama Club, Mural Club, and Math Counts all continue for 2 blocks. On to Thursdays, Homework Club, Cross Country again, Science Olympiad, NJHS will meet on Thursdays once a month. Chess Club, new Digital Photography Club, sponsored by Mr. Bremer this year. Video Production Club, College Partnership will meet 2 times a month. Then Sports and Rec, Game Room, and Video Club are your options for second block. On Fridays, we will only have Open Gym from now on. There will be no more Game Room on Fridays. Alright, on to the club. Stay with me, people. Stay with me. I know it's getting a little bit long, but I'm trying to give you a lot of information so I can answer any questions. And as always, I'll be in lunches, so if you have any questions, let me know. 7th and 8th grade homework club. You're going to show up, first block activity, go to room 117 or room 120 once you're dismissed. Get some homework done, do some reading quietly before you get to go do your fun activities. This is perfect club for someone that doesn't want to join a club right away, and you just want to be after school, see your friends, do some sports, play some video games, but you don't want to do anything specific. College Partnership Program. So this is going to be sponsored by Miss Milton, and this program is going to give you a basic overview of everything you need to do between now and when you graduate from high school to get yourself ready. Please talk to Miss Milton if you have any questions. Twain Cross Country is sponsored by Miss Flynn, with also the help of Miss Gray and Miss DJ. You will run on Wednesdays and Thursdays, about 1.5 miles each day during first block. And that's pretty much it. You go out, get some exercise in, and make sure you to wear warm clothes when it starts to get super cold outside. Ultimate Sports Training is sponsored by Mr. Hay and Miss Soto. So each week students are going to do agility training as well as specific sport training, learn the rules of the game, and we're going to have days where you do the activity on Monday and then Wednesday you actually play the game. So please talk to one of them if you have more questions. Marathon Mondays is sponsored by Miss DJ. So we will run 1 mile here at school and 1 mile at home with the goal of running 26.2 miles, which, if you don't know, is a full marathon before the semester has finished, culminating with a 5K run here at Mark Twain towards the end of the first semester. Please talk to Miss DJ. Drama Club. Drama Club is sponsored by Miss Leibowitz. It meets on Wednesdays for both blocks. Drama Club focuses on the theater sports competition, which is an improvisational sport challenging students to think on their feet and create scenes and characters from minimal information. Please talk to Miss Leibowitz. TSA is Technology Student Association. It meets on Mondays and is a nationwide student organization that provides leadership and competitive design and engineering challenges for students in middle and high school. Miss Gadsden runs that. It's also done in coordination with NXT Robotics, which also meets on Monday for both blocks. And that is an engineering-based robotics club that uses the Lego robotics kits. And students work in teams of 2, and they go to competitions throughout the year. Mural Club. I'm sure most of you throughout the year or the first few weeks of school have seen the paintings up throughout the school. Those have been done by all the students in Mural Club throughout the 5 years that I've been here. We have a very new exciting project that we're going to start this year. So if you would like to get in on that, please talk to Miss Linton or Miss Arocho. And we will do Mural Club on Wednesdays for both blocks. Science Olympiad. Science Olympiad is sponsored by Mr. Pettigrew. And it's like academic track meets consisting of a series of 23 team events. Everybody goes to competition at the year if they do qualify. And please talk to Mr. Pettigrew if you have any more questions. Chess Club is sponsored by Miss Lease. It is on Thursdays during first block. Students will practice and play against other students as well as Miss Lease. And we also take part in many tournaments here at school. Math Counts is a nationwide competition. It meets on Wednesdays during both blocks, sponsored by Miss Moneypenny. Please talk to her if you have any more questions on Math Counts. Special Olympics Sports is on Wednesdays during first blocks and helps out all the students who have the cognitive disabilities with practices with a lot of different sports throughout the year. If anybody's looking for community service learning hours, please talk to Mrs. Gray and she'll be able to set you up. Yearbook Club. Yearbook Club is sponsored by Miss Soto and Mr. Keston. You'll be working with them, designing, laying out, and producing the Mark Twain yearbook. The work will be taking pictures, interviewing staff and students, making critical decisions, ensuring a solid product is created. Green Club. Green Club is sponsored by many people. Miss Wayhara, Miss Murbach, Mr. Bremer. Mr. Wasserman is the lead teacher for Green Club. He also does the Hydroponics Club at the same time. If you're looking for service learning hours, it's a good club to do, as well as you can help beautify the school, plant some flowers outside, and take a little pride in what you do. Video Production Club is sponsored by Mr. Schechter as well as Mr. Nicely. You will work on the morning news show. Occasionally, you'll also do advertisements for the school events, and you'll do small commercials for anything that the school needs. You'll learn everything about how to shoot a video and work in the Mark Twain video room. NJHS. NJHS is an organization that creates enthusiasm for scholarship, stimulates the desire to render community service, promotes leadership, develops character, and encourages citizenship in Mark Twain students. Please talk to Miss Pilati if you're interested in joining the NJHS. SCA. The SCA Student Council serves to engage students in learning about democracy and leadership. Please talk to Miss Lee, Civics 8th grade, if you're interested in SCA. Sports and Recreation. So, Sports and Rec is held all 3 late bus days, and we will play football, basketball, volleyball, soccer, occasionally badminton if Mr. Jones is in a good mood. You will play in teams. You will have freedom to pick which sports you would like, but you have to do something. Please do not sign up for Sports and Rec if you are interested in sitting around and talking to your friends. That Sports and Rec is not the place to be. We need everybody to be active, and we will be going outside as long as the weather permits. Game Room. Game Room will be also every day, besides Fridays. You will go into the B-Wing pod, play video games and board games. We also have tournaments held from time to time with some good prizes handed out. Open Gym is on Tuesdays and Fridays with Mr. Jones is the sponsor for that. We usually play basketball, but if he's in a better mood, you can ask him to break out a frisbee and show you some skills. He's also pretty good at soccer, if that's what you like to do. Alright, so we are done with the clubs and activities. Bring it back, people, bring it back. Only a few more to go. So we're on to the after-school program activities of the year. We have the big Twain staff versus Edison staff basketball game. We did lose last year by a point, but we all know the refs cheated us. So we look forward to coming back this year and winning our trophy back. We also have Team Hay versus Team Jones student and staff combined basketball game. Last year, Team Jones won it by 3 points at the end. And we have the student versus staff soccer game, which last year was the first students win ever, 2-1, and the staff was pretty upset about that. I was not, as the coach. So, late bus routes. Here we go. The late bus routes are going to be different stops. Everybody hear me. Different stops than your normal bus route. It will be near your normal one, but it's not going to be the same one. So, we're going to go through these. I am not going to read every one. I need everybody to pay attention. Alright, late bus number 1. Starting at the Huntington Avenue. Okay, we're going all the way down. If you think you're on late bus 1, pay attention. I need you to look for stops near your normal bus route. I'm going to have these bus routes up during lunch and on the walls the rest of the year, but by next Monday, everyone needs to know what late bus route they are. 8th graders you probably know, but take a look anyway. On to late bus 2, starting with Old Franconia Road and Gildar Street. Okay, we got Shirt Street, Sage Drive, Ben Franklin Road, Villa Park Road, Hoos Road, Bonnie Mill Lane, down to Greenview. Alright, if you think you're on late bus 2, try to find something. Late bus 3, here we go. So we got all the way from Franconia Road and Governor's Hill Road, all the way down to Telegraph Road and Marl Pot Drive. Now, these are in order of how it will take you home. So if you see that you're the 7th stop, pay attention. 6 stops, and then it's time to get off. Late bus 4, here we go. Moving on, South Van Dorn Street, Manchester Lakes Drive, Charles Arrington Drive, Kingstown Village Parkway, Edgware Lane, Stoddard Court, Kingstown Village Parkway, Braidmore Street. Reminder, everyone will get a chance to look at these again during lunches, and I will have many copies out there next Monday to make sure everybody gets on the right bus. But I need you guys to make sure you give it a look when it goes up on the wall. Alright, South Van Dorn Street to Woodfield Estates. Everybody on Valley View Drive, this is where you're at. Frontier Drive, there's a few stops. All the way down to Calamo Street and Wren Drive. Everybody needs to know what late bus you're on before Monday. Here's late bus 6. Dunsmore Road and Wickford Drive. Telegraph Road and Highland Meadows Court. Telegraph Road, Piney Woods Lane. Accotink Road and Fisherwoods Drive. All the way to Metropolitan Center Drive at the clubhouse. Please look up on the screen and find your late bus route. If you do not know where you live right now, talk to your parents. Figure out which street you're supposed to be on. So, Lakota and Cannon Lane, Telegraph Road, right there is supposed to be Fremont, Burgundy, down to Fenwick Drive and Huntington Avenue. Alright, last thing, people pay attention. So, starting this year, there's a new after-school reward system. So, if you, beginning of the second quarter, have all C's or better, and you qualify behavior-wise, which means you do not have any negative behavior from your teachers, you will not have to go to an academic block. You will be able to go to the sports block, which will be an organized sports block with games, sponsored by Mr. Jones and a few more teachers. All first block. You can go for the entire semester. Then, again, when we come to the third quarter, we will check your grades again from the second quarter. So, I know there's some people excited about that because you don't want to go sit in homework club or you don't want to have to go to a teacher. And I know there's some teachers that are okay with this idea because you don't want people just coming to sit in your classroom while you're trying to help everybody else. So, let's get those grades up. You got a few more weeks left. And I know we're excited about being able to go right to sports activity and then whatever else you want to do second block. So, last slide. All students are expected to maintain the same conduct and behavior that is expected during the normal school day. I'm saying this again.